RSI 14 is 87 and the stock is extremely overbought on RSI 14, but may also continue to gain. Some stocks see their best performance while being overbought, but very seldom does RSI remain so high for a long time without short corrections. Risk has therefore increased and larger daily movements can be expected over the next couple of days. Volatile ride for Plug Power stock price on Wednesday moving between $64.13 and $73.90. Updated on January 13, 2021. Buy or hold candidate since November 2, 2020 gained 349.26%. The Plug Power stock price gained 5.27% on the last trading day, Wednesday, 13 January 2021, rising from $66.02 to $69.50, and has now gained 8 days in a row. It is not often that stocks manage to gain so many days in a row, and falls for a day or two should be expected. During the day the stock fluctuated 15.23% from a day low at $64.13 to a day high of $73.90. The price has risen in 8 of the last 10 days and is up by 114.11% over the past 2 weeks. Volume has increased on the last day along with the price, which is a positive technical sign, and, in total, 47 million more shares were traded than the day before. In total, 152 million shares were bought and sold for approximately $10.55 billion. Given the current short-term trend, the stock is expected to rise 91.02% during the next 3 months and, with a 90% probability, hold a price between $77.76 and $132.76 at the end of this 3-month period. Signals and forecast. Mostly positive signals in the chart today. The Plug Power stock holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, giving a positive forecast for the stock. Also, there is a general buy signal from the relation between the two signals where the short-term average is above the long-term average. On corrections down, there will be some support from the lines at $51.16 and $33.51. A breakdown below any of these levels will issue sell signals. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Friday, October 30, 2020, and so far it has risen 396.43%. Further rise is indicated until a new top pivot has been found. Furthermore, there is a buy signal from the 3 months moving average convergence divergence, MACD. Volume is rising along with the price. This is considered to be a good technical signal. Support, risk and stop loss. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $66.02 and $53.97. There is natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, since if this is broken, the stock then may fall to the next support level. In this case, Plug Power finds support just below today's level at $66.02. If this is broken, then the next support from accumulated volume will be at $53.97 and $53.78. This stock may move very much during a day, volatility, and with a very large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band. This stock is considered to be very high risk. During the last day, the stock moved $9.77 between high and low, or 15.23%. For the last week, the stock has had a daily average volatility of 12.28%. The Plug Power stock is overbought on RSI 14 and lies in the upper part of the trend. Normally this may pose a good selling opportunity for the short-term trader, but some stocks may go long and hard while being overbought. Regardless, the high RSI together with the trend position increases the risk, and higher daily movements, volatility, should be expected. A correction down in the nearby future seems very likely, and it is of great importance that the stock manages to break the trend before that occurs. Since the Plug Power has been rising for 8 days in a row, the risk over the next couple of days has increased. We don't expect a major reaction as the stock is in very good shape technically, and therefore hold a positive evaluation despite the very short-term risk. Our recommended stop loss, $67.23, minus 3.26%. This stock has very high daily movements and this gives very high risk. The RSI 14 is 87 and this increases the risk substantially. There is a buy signal from a pivot bottom found 50 days ago. Is Plug Power stock a buy? Plug Power holds several positive signals and is within a strong rising trend. As the old saying says, let the trend be your friend. We therefore consider it to be a good choice at these current levels, and we are expecting further gains during the next 3 months. We have upgraded our analysis conclusion for this stock since the last evaluation from a hold/accumulate to a strong buy candidate. Current score, 7.313. Predicted opening price for Plug Power of Thursday, January 14, 2021. The predicted opening price is based on yesterday's movements between high, low, and the closing price. Fair opening price January 14, 2021. Current price $69.18. H.C. Wainwright is very positive to Plug and gave it a buy rating on January 13, 2021. The price target was set to $60.85. Over the last 30 days, this security got 4 buy, 0 sell and 0 hold ratings. Plug Power Incorporated provides alternative energy technology, which focuses on the design, development, commercialization, and manufacture of hydrogen and fuel cell systems used primarily for the material handling and stationary power markets. Its fuel cell system solution is designed to replace lead-acid batteries in electric material handling vehicles and industrial trucks for some distribution and manufacturing businesses. Plug is overvalued compared to its price of $66.94 per share, has about average safety, and is currently rated a hold. Recommendation: REC hold. REC reflects the cumulative effect of all the VectorVest parameters working together. These parameters are designed to help investors buy safe, undervalued stocks rising in price. Value. Current price, $66.94. Current value, $2.23. Plug has a current value of $2.23 per share, compared to a price of $66.94 per share. This stock is currently overvalued. Value is computed from forecasted earnings per share, forecasted earnings growth, profitability, interest, and inflation rates. Upside potential, relative value/RV. Very poor. RV is an indicator of long-term price appreciation potential. Plug has an RV of 0.12, which is very poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. This indicator is far superior to a simple comparison of price and value because it is computed from an analysis of projected price appreciation 3 years out, AAA corporate bond rates, and risk. Safety, relative safety/RS fair. RS is an indicator of risk. Plug has an RS of 0.99, which is fair on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RS is computed from an analysis of the consistency and predictability of a company's financial performance, debt-to-equity ratio, sales volume, business longevity, price volatility and other factors. Timing, relative timing/RT. Excellent. RT analyzes a stock's price trend. Plug has a relative timing of 1.91, which is excellent on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RT is computed from an analysis of the direction, magnitude, and dynamics of a stock's price movements day over day, week over week, quarter over quarter and year over year. If a trend dissipates, RT will gravitate toward 1.00. Overall rating, value safety timing/VST. Very good. VST is the master indicator for ranking every stock in the VectorVest database. Plug has a VST rating of 1.32, which is very good on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. VST is computed from the square root of a weighted sum of the squares of RV, RS, and RT. Stocks with the highest VST ratings have the best combinations of value, safety, and timing. Stop price, $38.62. Stop is an indicator of when to sell a position. Plug has a stop of $38.62 per share. A stock's stop is computed from a 13-week moving average of its closing prices, and is fine-tuned according to the stock's fundamentals. C. Comfort Index. Excellent. C is an indicator which reflects a stock's ability to resist severe and/or lengthy price declines. Plug has a C of 1.85, which is excellent on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. C is based solely upon a stock's long-term price history. GRT, earnings growth rate. GRT reflects a company's 1 to 3 year forecasted earnings growth rate in percent per year. Plug has a forecasted earnings growth rate of 4.00%, which VectorVest considers to be fair. EPS, earnings per share. EPS stands for leading 12 months earnings per share. Plug has a forecasted EPS of -23 per share. VectorVest determines this forecast from a combination of recent earnings performance and traditional fiscal and/or calendar year earnings forecasts. PE, price-to-earnings ratio. PE shows the dollars required to buy $1 of earnings. Plug has a PE of -291.02. The average PE of all the stocks in the VectorVest database is 63.34. A. Earnings yield. A reflects earnings per share as a percent of price. Plug has an A of -0.34%. This is below the current average of 1.58% for all the stocks in the VectorVest database. GPE, growth to PE ratio, Plug has a GPE rating of -0.01. A stock is commonly considered to be undervalued when GPE is greater than 1.00. Dividend, VectorVest reports annual, regular, cash dividends as indicated by the most recent payments. Special distributions, one-time payments, stock dividends, etc., are not generally included in division. Plug does not pay a dividend. DI, dividend yield, DI reflects dividend per share as a percent of price. Plug does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend yield rating. DI equals 100x, div/price. It is useful to compare DI with A. If DI is not significantly lower than A, the dividend payment may be in jeopardy. DS, dividend safety, DS is an indicator of the assurance that regular cash dividends will be declared and paid at current or at higher rates for the foreseeable future. Plug does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend safety rating. Stocks with DS values above 75 typically have RS values well above 1.00 and A levels that are much higher than DI. DG, dividend growth rate. Dividend growth is a forecasted annual growth rate of a company's dividend based on historical dividend payments and dividend predictability. It is a subtle yet important indicator of a company's financial performance. It also provides some insight into the board's outlook on the company's ability to increase earnings. Plug does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend growth rating. YSG vector. YSG is an indicator which combines DI, DS and DG into a single value, and allows direct comparison of all dividend-paying stocks in the database. Plug does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a YSG rating. Stocks with the highest YSG values have the best combinations of dividend yield, safety, and growth. These are the stocks to buy for somewhat above current income and long-term growth. VGVAL. VGVAL is the 50-day moving average of daily volume as computed by VectorVest. Plug has an VGVAL of 40,611,370 shares traded per day. Percent volume. Percent volume reflects the percent change in today's trading volume as compared to the VGVAL. Percent volume equals volume of VGVAL 100. Plug had a percent volume of 110.83% on Thursday, January 14, 2021. Percent PRC. Plug price changed -3.69% from the prior day's closing price. Sales. Plug has annual sales of 314 million. Sales growth. Sales growth is the sales growth rate in percent over the last 12 months. Plug has a sales growth of 80.00% per year. This is excellent. Sales per share, SPS, Plug has annual sales of 78 cents per share.